Hello everyone. I hope you all have enjoyed your summer vacation and are staying back at home. So just to make you feel comfortable and at school, we have decided to teach you like this. So let's just begin with the very first chapter from your buzzword book. The name of the chapter is Darwin Diaries. So those who are listening to me, kindly sit with a pencil in your hand and in your books open right in front of you so that you can underline the important words and lines and write them down in your copy. So let's just begin. So you can see the three pictures here. One is the picture of an iguana, next is a crab, and the last one is an albatross. So what is an iguana? Do you know what is an iguana? Iguana is a kind of a lizard, and this word iguana comes from the Spanish word. Okay, the word iguana comes from the Spanish word. Next is a picture of a crab. We all know what is a crab. I don't need to explain you what is a crab. Next is a picture of an albatross. What is an albatross, class? Those who don't know, for them I am telling you. It's a very large, chiefly white oceanic bird with long narrow wings found mainly in the southern oceans. Okay, it's a white oceanic bird with long narrow wings found mainly in the southern oceans. Okay, now let's just go into the chapter. This is a story of a 5-year-long historic expedition, okay, in the year 1832 to 1836 of British naturalist Charles Darwin, based on which Darwin wrote his famous book. So basically the story is about a naturalist. Who is a naturalist, class? A person who studies or an expert in natural sciences like geology, botany and so on. These bold letters, as you know, the meanings of these bold letters are already given in your books. If you want, you can refer to the green boxes for their meanings. These underlined red letters are the meanings which you will get in the green box. Okay, so you can refer to the green box for the meanings also. So naturalist is actually a person who studies or is an expert in natural sciences like geology, botany and so on. So this story is basically about Charles Darwin. Okay, so and we are going to read the story from the year 1832 to 1836. Okay, on the origin of species. This account is narrated by 10-year-old James Kincaid. James Kincaid through a series of entries in his diary. James is thrilled to have been chosen as assistant to Darwin on the voyage aboard HMS Beagle. He helps Darwin collect information on different creatures during the journey. In this extract, James, now 15, recounts their voyage to the Galapagos Island between 15th September and 20th October 1835. Okay, so as I have told you, basically this is a Charles Darwin Origin of Species. This is actually a diary which we are going to read, Charles Darwin's diary. And in this diary we are going to read about his journey, okay, from the period 1832 to 1836. Okay, so we are going to see a character called James here, who is probably a person who is working as an assistant to Darwin on the voyage abroad to HMS Beagle. What is this HMS Beagle? It was a ship of the Royal Navy, the UK's military unit that protects the sea, that took part in 3 survey expeditions. The second such voyage with Charles Darwin on abroad made Beagle one of the most famous ships in history. So this is actually the name of the ship. Okay, HMS Beagle is actually the name of the ship. It was a ship of the Royal Navy. Okay, so this is the name of a ship that you are going to read. So you have come across 3 names. First is Charles Darwin, who is a naturalist, who is actually a person who studies and explores, an expert in natural science. Next we come across the name called James, who is actually an assistant to Darwin. And the third name that we came across is HMS Beagle, which is actually the name of a ship of the Royal Navy. So important three characters, or rather you can see the three important names that you get here is Charles Darwin, James and HMS Beagle. HMS Beagle is the ship, James is actually the assistant of Darwin, and Charles Darwin, we all know who is he. He is a naturalist. And what is a naturalist class? A person who studies or is an expert in natural sciences like geology, botany, etc. Okay, he helps Darwin collect information on different creatures during the journey. Okay, so what is the work or what is the job of James, his assistant? His assistant's work was to help him collect information regarding different creatures during his journey. Okay, so in this extract, James, now 15, recounts their voyage to the Galapagos Island between 15th September and 20th October 1835. So, what is a Galapagos Island? I will tell you, I will give you a brief idea about Galapagos Island. Okay. Galapagos Island is a volcanic archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. What is an archipelago class? It's an extensive group of islands, or you can say it's a sea or stretch of water having mainly islands. I repeat, it's an extensive group of islands or a sea or stretch of water having many islands. So Galapagos Island is a volcanic archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. It's considered as one of the world's foremost destinations for wildlife viewing. Okay, it is considered as one of the world's foremost destinations for wildlife viewing. Okay. Here you can find lots of different kinds of wildlife. Okay, its isolated terrain shelters a diversity of plant and animal species found nowhere else. Okay, so it is an isolated terrain, nobody can go there, it's a very isolated one, and here you can find various different species of plants and animals which probably you cannot find somewhere else, which is actually not found somewhere else. Charles Darwin visited in 1835, and his observation of Galapagos species later inspired his theory of evolution. So from here only Darwin was inspired to write this or to think about this theory of evolution from this Galapagos. Okay, from his observation of Galapagos species later inspired his theory of evolution. So I hope I have been able to explain you what is this Galapagos Island. So if you have not heard, please listen to this conversation or my recorded voice later on to understand what is this Galapagos Island. It's a volcanic archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, and it is famous for its different kinds of species of both plants and animals, which is very rare. Okay, next. We have left South America and are about to arrive at the Galapagos Islands. There are 15 of them altogether, 600 miles from the coast of Ecuador. They are all formed from volcanic rocks and straddle the equator. What is the meaning of straddle class? Here exists on either side of the equator. Okay, so we have left South Africa and are about to arrive. So now they have already started. Who have already started? Charles Darwin and his assistant. What was the name of his assistant? James. They have already started for their journey and they have left South America and they're about to reach the island called Galapagos Island. There are 15 of them altogether, 600 miles from the coast of Ecuador. They are all formed from volcanic rocks and straddle of equator. Okay, next. Mr. Darwin is delighted at the prospect of seeing the Galapagos. He says that the collection of islands is a perfect little world by itself. He is eagerly looking forward to exploring them more than anywhere else on our journey. So now we get to see Charles Darwin, who is very delighted, who is very excited at the prospect of seeing the Galapagos. Now they are on their journey. do reach Galapagos, and he is very excited to reach there. He says that the collection of islands is a perfect little world by itself. The collection, okay, he is very excited to see the islands, the different kinds of islands, collection of islands. He is eagerly looking forward to explore them more than anywhere else on our journey. So he is rather very much excited to explore the island, the Galapagos island, and he is very much delighted to go and explore that particular place. Who is delighted, class? James or Darwin? It's definitely Darwin. And who is saying this? James is narrating the story. He is actually telling us the story that Darwin was very much delighted to see the Galapagos island. We landed in high surf together on the northeast coast of Chatham Island. What is a Chatham Island? It's also an archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, Chatham Island is also an archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. I have already explained you what is an archipelago. Again, I am telling you. An archipelago is an extensive group of islands. Okay, it's an extensive group of islands. So Chatham Island is actually an archipelago in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so we landed in high surf today on the northeast coast of Chatham Island. What is the meaning of surf, class? If you are listening to me, please write this down, or you can write it later on. The meaning of surf is the mass or line of foam formed by waves breaking. Okay, the mass or line of foam formed by waves breaking. This is the meaning of surf. Okay. So we landed in high surf today on the northeast coast of Chatham Island. We waded ashore through the icy water only for our clothes to be dried immediately once on land by the morning here. To our surprise, everything here seems very dark. The beach is made of dark colored lava. The land is all around is jagged and buckled. The only vegetation is the stunted brushwood scorched by the sun. There are critters and steaming vents everywhere. I have never seen anything like this before. So now they have almost reached the northeast coast of Chatham Island. They were on their way to Galapagos Island, and they have reached the coast called Chatham Island, and probably here James is describing the island where they have reached. Okay, so scorched. What is the meaning of scorched, class? The meaning of scorched is burning. Okay. We have waded ashore in the icy water from our clothes to be dried. So now what did they do? They have reached there and they could see the beach. The beach was completely dark. Okay, it's made of dark colored lava. Okay, the beach is made of lava. Oh, you know what is a lava, class? So the beach was made of dark colored lava. The land is all around is jagged and buckled. Buckled means bent, and jagged means with rough and sharp protruding points. What is the meaning of protruding? Projecting. Protruding means pointed, or you can say projecting. Okay, this particular beach is made of rough and sharp protruding points. It was very sharp and it was made with rough points. Okay, jagged, the meaning of jagged I have explained to you. It's already given in the green box. You can refer there also. And buckled, it's written, it's bent. Okay, so the beach surface was dark colored lava, is made with dark colored lava, and it was very much rough and protruding, and it was bent. The only vegetation is the stunted brushwood scorched by the sun. Okay, so what is scorched? It's burning. Brushwood, twigs and small branches that have broken off from trees and bushes. Okay, so vegetation, you're talking, all know what is vegetation. So the only thing that was there was twigs and small branches that have broken off from trees and bushes. Okay, and there was nothing. There was the scorching heat of the sun. There are craters and steaming vents everywhere. So what is a steaming vent? An opening as in a wall serving as an outlet. An opening as in a wall serving as an outlet. So this is called steaming winds. I have never seen anything like this before. So James is probably the assistant here, is narrating the story on their voyage to this Galapagos Island. His experience he is sharing us in this second part. In part 2, he is sharing his experience with us, that it was a unique experience. He has never ever experienced such things in his life before. His visit to this particular Chatham Island was very interesting, and it was very unique. So that's all for today. We will read the next parts tomorrow. Okay, I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you have any problem, please ask me. Thank you.